Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Ben Brooks, and this is my SKL recruitment video, I guess we can call this. Sorry it took so long to get this upload to you. They had to yank out my gallbladder this week, and stuck in the hospital for a little bit. You want to see? No, you don't want to see. It's kind of gross right now. But anyway, I'd like to introduce you to myself. I've been a radio broadcaster for 4 years. That's all up here in Melfort, Saskatchewan. My hometown is in Regina, and went to school for it in Saskatoon. And then from Saskatoon, kind of worked my way up to Melfort, and I've been up here ever since. Enjoy the job. It's lots of fun, and I feel like this job actually will coincide with what you guys are doing quite a bit. Now, usually I come home, I do my 9 to 5 gig, and then am on games until pretty much sleep, and then go back to work the next day and think about games the entire day. So with you guys doing everything you've been doing in League, would love to contribute in any way that I can. Now, we'll go to some of my gaming career, I guess. It all started back in the early 2000s. That was when Battlefield 1942 was out. Played Desert Combat mod with probably, I want to say 30 to 40 people over at the Matrix. We'd be there for, I don't know, hours at a time, just enjoying ourselves and, playing that sort of thing. Went into World of Warcraft from there, played World of Warcraft for probably more than I'd like to admit. So I was definitely doing that for quite a bit of time. Reached, I think, 2,300 in arenas on my Druid, so was doing lots of stuff with the World of Warcraft scene for a while. Then switched over to StarCraft 2 for quite a bit. Was a high-level diamond player in StarCraft 2. Of course, that scene kind of died quite a little bit, but you know what? Just an absolutely fantastic game, and definitely got quite into that quite a bit. Played lots of Zerg, lots of Terran, and hated Protoss. And then finally, I have been playing a little bit of League of Legends, actually, but I only reached about a silver ranking on that. Didn't do too much of the whole rank scene on that, just kind of hopped on with buddies and sort of played with it a little bit. And then Hearthstone, which just recently came out as well too. The highest I've reached on Hearthstone is actually rank 5, so pretty familiar with the Hearthstone scene, and I know you guys are looking to branch into the Hearthstone community a little bit as well too. I would absolutely love to bring that to Saskatchewan. I know that we are, there's a lot of players that love to play Hearthstone in Saskatchewan. Lots of guys love to play League. I know if you go into the Matrix, you see everybody on League of Legends, and if they're not on League, it's Hearthstone. So it just sort of coincides with one another, and absolutely love what you guys are doing with the League community, and would love to just start bringing stuff into the Hearthstone community. So without further ado, I'd like to get into a game with you guys. This is the Ostkaka and Hotform Hearthstone World Championship that happened last year. And I believe I watched some of this, but I'm going to cast it to you guys live, sort of how it would go live if we were doing it ourselves. So we got Ostkaka here. Comes in from Sweden. That's right. Now, he's been playing with the VVV Gaming for quite a little bit. He was doing that from April to October of 2014. And then we've also got him switching over to Root Gaming, actually, for a while, which is where our Canadian buddy Hotform reigns in from. And he was there from about October to 2014 to September of 2015. And you might remember them from the StarCraft 2 scene. Of course, lots of great players on Root Gaming. You had Root Cats, Root QXC, and of course we've got Hotform here, Dylan Mullins from the center of the universe, Toronto, Ontario. He is going to be playing the Tempo Mage, it looks like, in this game, and then we've also got Ostkaka here. Now he looks to be playing the Freeze Mage, which is what I would think from seeing Ice Barrier, although Ice Barrier pretty common, secret for the mages. But we'll just go ahead and say he's probably playing the Frost Mage deck, or rather the Freeze Mage deck. So we see here he grabs an Emperor Thorson. He's got 2 Frost Bolts and a Blizzard, so yes, we will assume that he is playing the Freeze Mage deck with that. And then our Tempo Mage Hotform here from Ontario, he is running with a couple of mirror images. He's got the Coin, an Arcane Intellect, a Flame Waker, and of course he's got the Azure Drake. Now our first play here, just a quick ping on the Fire Blast to Hotform, and Hotform now gets his turn up to 2 mana here, and we'll see if he coins out Yes, he does coin out a Flame Waker. So a very good start from the Tempo Mage. And we'll see here. He actually might have a chance to ping it off with a Frostbolt and an Ice Lance. Should probably do so. You really don't want to see the Flame Waker get lots of tempo, because that's how Tempo Mages work. Lots and lots of tempo. If they get going, well, the tempo gets a little bit crazy, especially for a Freeze Mage. So we'll see if he Frostbolt and Ice Lance pings it off here. He's thinking about it. Definitely doing some thinking. He's going to take his turn. No, he just pings face. Okay, so, pings the Flame Waker. So he's setting up for a Frostbolt probably next turn. And with that, well, Hot Form just going to get some Arcane Intellect cards. And, well, 4 damage to the face. Very good start for Hot Form, so we'll see this next turn here. Ostkaka taking a look. He might, I would assume, probably Frostbolts the Flame Waker right now. But, yeah, not too much else to play with that. He could ping face once again. He's definitely looking for potentially fatigue damage at the end of all of this, and just trying to outlast and trying to get damage to the face, it would seem. Because you would think he would be going for Flame Waker kill here, but we'll see what he's up to. He's taking his sweet time. Oh, he's got to think about it. Acolyte of Pain goes down. All right, and he's going to leave it. Passes the turn. All right, so Hot Form. Now we're looking at, well, a Frostbolt that he draws there. He's also got another Arcane Intellect, another Fireball in his hand as well, too. And he's also going to be, well, seeing what he can do here. I would like to see potentially just killing off that Acolyte of Pain. He might do that with a Frostbolt here. And he could also be potentially just putting up mirror images, getting lots of those pings, although you do want to get rid of the Acolyte of Pain to make sure he doesn't draw any cards. Okay, well, he's going to give our buddy Ostkaka here another card, and draws into it here, hoping for another ping, so I guess he's okay with giving Ostkaka 2 cards. Arcane Intellect picked up for Ostkaka, another ping to the face, and another 2 ping there from the Mirror Image proc, and he also grabbed an Unstable Portal and a Water Elemental. So, our Tempo Mage looking pretty good here, and we'll have to see what Ostkaka has in mind. Now, he does have the Blizzard to get rid of all of those 2 HP minions. Of course, Blizzard doing 2 damage to all creatures on the enemy side of the board, and then also as well too freezes all of them if it doesn't kill them. So he's got that play coming up next turn, but we got to see what he wants to do this turn. He does have Antique Healbot kicking around. Might want to punch that in, but no, he's going to go for more card draw. All right, well, there he goes. He picks up an Ice Lance and as well too a Mad Scientist. And he's going to drop Mad Scientist onto the battlefield. Now, we did see in the beginning that he did have the Frost armor, so he does have the 8 armor to put onto himself, so could be what happens from that Mad Scientist. So, a Hot Form with his turn now. He's going to Unstable Portal, another 2 pings again from the Flame Waker. Again, he could have got rid of that right in the beginning, but decided, well, you know what, we'll just leave it out there. So another 2 ping there, 1 from the Mad Scientist, or 1 onto the Mad Scientist, I should say, and another 1 on to the actual hero. And you can see here, looking at Tournament Medic. That was one of the draws here from Hot Form. It is going to help him sustain himself here. I know one of the things Tempo Mages tend to have is not a lot of health. It's kind of up to what the other guys does, and you know, if you don't have health to stay alive, well, it can be pretty bad for you. So we do see that the Flame Waker does proc the Mad Scientist. Can't see that secret, unfortunately. I don't have the replay in game, so hopefully they hover over it at some point. That'd be good to kind of see what that secret is. He's got 1 more mana left, and he drops down more mirror images. Now, as we were saying, Ostkaka does have the Blizzard. This would be, I think, the most value ever you could potentially get out of that Blizzard. Should probably just go ahead and do that right now. I don't see what other real good play he could do. You don't want to Antique Healbot and lose that to a Flame Waker. Just Blizzard, buddy. I mean, just go for it. I don't know what else he's thinking. And again, we still don't see what that secret is. Would be really nice to know, but again, just kind of running this off of a video, so hopefully when we're actually into the actual casting of the games and stuff like that, I will actually have the game going for it. Okay. It's going for Thorson. Interesting. So, Good cost there. Good mana value. Getting all of his cards down by 1 mana cost. A very good card to drop, especially with pretty much a full hand in play. So definitely gets a lot of mana value there with that card, and we'll see what our buddy Hotform wants to do about that. Now he could just fireball it, get rid of it. Of course, he doesn't know what that secret is. We don't even know what that secret is, but we'll see what his play is here on this turn. Now he's got, of course, Fireball. He could just Fireball, get rid of that. Also gets the 2-ping from the Flame Waker onto his face. But, well, he's doing some thinking. So we'll do some thinking, too. What else could he do? I guess he could Tournament Medic. And, oh, there we get to see it. Ice Barrier. There we go. So he gets the 8 armor onto his hero, so of course Fireball probably going into Thorson, I would think. Yeah, there it goes. Flame Waker gets another 2-ping, pings him in the face with the Fire Blast, and does some pretty significant damage. Of course, that Frost Armor, though, giving him 8 HP, so nothing really happening on his health side of things, but certainly working away at getting rid of that armor that he picked up. So there's the Blizzard we were talking about last turn. I can see how it would be an alright play for him to get the mana value out of all those cards, and then the Blizzard comes in. But again, you could have saved that secret, gave yourself a little bit more health at the end of it anyway. So I think the Blizzard turn was probably what I would have done in that situation there. But hey man, this guy's in the World Championships. He knows what's up. So he goes for that Thorson play. Alright, so we got turn pass back once again to Ostkaka. He's taking a look at what he wants to do here. He's got the Frost Elemental out on the board, and as well a Flame Waker there as well too. As you can see, those 2 cards right there. And, of course, we've got the Mad Scientist that he's playing here. So we'll have to see what he's looking at. Again, nothing too much looks really good here. I mean, he could freeze and try and get himself a little bit more. Oh, here he goes. Antonidas is coming in. And I guess he's got a Frostbolt after that for 3 health. So what's he going to Frostbolt here? He's going to take out the Flame Waker, and then he's got the Ice Lance on that as well too, picking up 2 Fireballs, and definitely getting himself in a pretty good position for that kill. Again, this is what you want to see. You want to see the Frost Mage. He's got to get some sort of kill factor into his deck, whether that be fatigue damage or whether that be the fireballs that he's stacking up on here on this turn. You got to get through 30 health somehow, so you're either trying to stall yourself out to try and get enough damage in so you can get rid of him, maybe with a Malagos and some fireball damage, or here in this circumstance, he's just racking up a couple of fireballs. Unfortunately, does lose the Antonidas to the Frostbolt combo, and or I should say the Fireball and the Fire Blast combo. So he is losing the Antonidas, but he does pick up 2 fireballs from that, and we see the Anti-Healbot come out, and a Loot Hoarder as well too, just trying to get more and more cards. Alex Straza in play as well too, so I was talking about the Malagos before. Looks like he's running an Alex Straza to try to get his health down to 15, and then go for the big play. So from the Loot Hoarder drop, we see the Frost Nova. We also see him drop another Frost Elemental, and put me on the spot. I can't remember what that card is. It's the one where whenever you use your hero power, you do pick up a random spell. I can't remember what it is right now. I'm sorry about that. I would love to just hover over it and talk about it, but again, can't really do that with just the video. But there we go. We see the 4/5 with the Inspire for the random card out there, and we also see the Frost Elemental as well too. There's the Alex Straza play. So he does have 2 fireballs, 3 fireballs in hand. He's got another Frostbolt and Ice Lance, which he can all put into his face. And the Tempo Mage now just trying desperately to stay alive. He's got the Inspire to heal himself. He's also got the Inspire now for a random spell card. And in his hand, he's got a Sorcerer's Apprentice, so he can make all of his spells a little bit less mana, 1 less mana to be exact. So he is just looking pretty much mint right now, I would say. He's got to keep himself alive, though. And we do see he's using the Demon Heart here, 5 damage to a minion, so he will get rid of the Alex Straza. And now trying to just stay alive. He does play the Sorcerer's Apprentice, so all of his spells cost 1 less mana. But now the damage is coming into the face. pretty hot. This is actually probably lethal. There's the 7 damage right there. Another 7 damage comes in from the fireball. Oh, he's got enough mana. He frost bolts to the face. And there we have it. That is the end of Game 1 of the Hearthstone Grand Championship. Everybody cheers! Yay! We're not cheering, though, because we are wanting our Canadian buddy to take the big win. Unfortunately, Hot Form doesn't win that one. So there you go. That's what I got for you guys. That's just sort of, I guess, briefly what I can do caster-wise. Would absolutely love to cast for you guys, and love what you guys are doing within the Saskatchewan community. So if it doesn't work out, you know what, that's fine, but would absolutely love to give you guys some of my talent. So thank you so much for watching this video, and go SKL!